20, 21, and 22. It's Brian versus, who's the J? Jimmy Mulvihill?
Hey, it's BJ. Don't get any ideas.
Hey,
Brian and Jimmy.
it's a family-friendly show.
It is. Oh, we got an That's You Baby down there in the women's division on the rock.
The women are excited.
Yes, they are. And Andrew Buckingham will lead us off. And it's great.
Yeah, wow, that deserves an emergency replay system.
Emergency replay system already. Oh, he doesn't think he can replay it. Uh-oh.
And Brian Betts on 21.
Yeah, spectators can be a problem sometimes.
Could be dicks.
Really? So, the excitement so far is coming from the ladies division over there.
And there's Mary's kid with the spare.
Another bounce out.
Colton and Jimmy up to bat now, 20 and 22. Oh, Colton liked that ball.
Oh, he sure did. Outside the frames, we have Mitch on 24 and crossover Kyle on 23. And there's
Jimmy almost took the 4-6 out there at the end.
And to our left, we have Xander on lane 18.
I'll take it. And Colton blowing by the 6-pin. That's been my Achilles lately, the 6-pin.
You know,
skip right over.
As
all right, tie game over here.
Breaks down this weekend. You see that a lot in the corners where the ball's hooking in the middle now. But still, the corners are still wet.
Right.
The balls are just gliding past these singles, especially 4s and 6s. You see that a lot.
Much like that again.
Snapping. Yep.
Yeah, you got to change your line at that point.
A little bit.
And Mulvihill with the 10-pin.
Solid. Well, Mitch, 10-pin out of the channel, that doesn't count. It'll be a re-rack on 23. And in tournaments, you can't shoot at the full rack. Your 10 box must be reset. Jimmy covers. We got a match coming out of the gate already. And the ball.
Oh, wow. Colton trying with that ball.
That again, the ball.
Brian just got screwed.
7-8 on a smash. Can't say we haven't seen that a few times.
Colton's waiting on Brian to throw that ball so he can get his out of the cutter.
Uh-oh, Scoop's gonna knock that backwards. Boink. Oh, cut through.
Did it go away?
Yep.
All right.
Spit it right back at you. And Mitch is having a fun time over there getting a dead lift. Typical luck here. This would have tended to fall back over. A couple of seconds.
Yow.
Oh, let that get away from you. Andrew could really set it on the gate early if he throws a double here.
Different.
Okay. How's the ERS working back there yet?
Weird.
It just won't replay whatever's in the screen.
Oh,
I got you. see, we learn stuff here. Commentating for Ducklings forever. You're just gonna have to pay attention and watch it for yourself the first time. We'll help you along the way.
Oh dear. Okay, well, I mean that could have been better.
You've seen this made on your first ball the entire day with these.
Why is it you can make that with your first ball and you can never make it with your second?
It's got to be Duckling science where it comes in. I wouldn't want to shoot at it to have to win.
Not at all.
Nor would I want to have to take it in order to lose.
That was a pretty shot.
Nice strike at 19.
Yeah, look at Brian.
Brian throws the worst first ball of all time to make a spare. Crossover Kyle on 23 leads 4-7. Third frame in, but you're in a situation.
That's the way I would have done it.
And you come back with a backdoor strikeout out of nowhere.
What do we say? Double changes everything, right?
We need technical support on 19 here.
Is there a light like that's blinking in the back right now?
There is.
With this system?
No light.
Okay.
But if you could send the call to the mechanic's phone, please.
Okay.
Or link into it. Or literally beeps on your phone and says lane 19 has an issue. Tell it that, yeah, I'm here, I'm fixing it, and then when you're done repairing it, send it and says you're done. And usually if you have center punch lighting, what they call it, where you see all the special lights going back and forth, it will turn the lane in the red light color to help the bowlers know that the lane has got a problem. Which is safe for the mechanics and stuff like that. Hopefully, customers know you're working on it and don't chuck it.
You'd hope. It's better than laying a rag down in front of the lane.
Yeah, the rag doesn't always seem to work. Mulvihill, 3 spares in a row, all 9s. Coming out of the gate.
All right, Colt looking for a double here.
He's got to put one in the pocket. And he does.
And he gets that double.
They capitalize on what the game gives you, right?
Jimmy did not like that ball.
Game of opportunity. Gives Colton the backdoor strike. Now he has to come back with a good ball to keep Andrew playing. And he throws the pitch he needs, gets the strike. And now Andrew turns around and says, hey, now I got to make the play here. Ooh,
Jimmy with a try there.
Makes the spare that I said you can't make on Mitch has got the Mississingleitis over there. 9 hits. Now another 5 pin for Mitch on our screen.
You kind of get in your head at that point, don't you?
Does. You don't want to miss 3 in a row. And he doesn't. Soft roll king of Duckling bowling. Capitalizing on his spare.
Now Buckingham looking for some love here.
Gotta have it. Nice pitch. Rolls in there nice. Ooh, interference. Oh, solid 5 pin on that. Another good pitch.
Phil just had a beautiful strike.
Look at that.
Beautiful strike.
Too bad the ERS has been working on that one. Saw the
Brian Vest comes back with a 10 pin. And a gutter belt that doesn't seem to be moving.
No, I haven't got about working much.
There it goes.
Yep. Spin it around.
Buckingham, 4 to a Dutch.
Perfect. Unblemished through 4. Yep. On the Dutch. And we need mechanical assistance on lane 20.
Oh, that one fell off the lane.
Oh, mutual laws coming from the operator. Right off the last second. We're going to send the Mitchell man over, and there it goes. On. And then Phil turns that mixer strike into a double. He went to bowling 201. Missed a single throw with a double.
Wow, that is advanced calculus.
Yes, advanced.
Real tight game here through 4, 59-57 with Jimmy Mulvihill in the lead.
And exempt when you don't want to be.
paying.
Oh,
This is gonna give Colton a little energy here.
you see it in the back. You saw it. Yep. He just took a deep breath in the background, looked at his friend in the back and said, hey. Cross over Kyle. Did not cross over that time.
Oh! All right.
And he takes 8
All right.
9.
Best reading the rule book.
Yep, it's a single throw strike.
Buckingham is very
Buckingham
close.
almost makes it, leaving the. He's got Deadwood in the gutter. Yep. Wow, leaves just a 4-pin on it. Rip the middle to exemption.
All right, Jimmy Mulvihill up the net.
Anything was possible on 19. The ball bounce.
Well, that's it.
Mulvihill bring it, not drop. Of course, momentary delay here as I fund the powers to be.
And Andrew gets
big
a
wood.
single.
That's big wood there. That,
Jimmy Mulvihill, 22 in the face of the 6.
yeah.
Colton, triple here. That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Is it in there? Wait.
Calling in for something on 24.
1-3. Oh, 1-2 on 20. Yeah, pin fell over on 24.
If you hear the loud noises, that's Jesse cheering on Katie down there. And Colt getting his spare. So we're now looking at 66-76. This count can put him over.
Yeah, 6-pin count ties the game.
Jimmy Mulvihill looking for some love.
And a 9-drop master. Pulling it a little bit on 21.
Taking 9 out of him. Taking 7 rather.
Yeah, and then that 8-pin is the way the ball launches is a big factor all the time. He crosses over. If he can get that left side of the head pin, he's got a good shot at making it. We need the Mitchell man to come get our.
And there's the Mitchell man.
There is one of the Mitchell men. Patrick Mitchell.
Okay, this rain delay brought to you by Long Drink. I saw them sponsoring DPBA.
Yeah, they're putting
Oh, that's something.
we got something going on. Unfortunately, they don't have long drink out here.
No, they don't.
This time. They're working on it, though. I heard there's talk and action of adding a full service.
Remember a few years ago they tried to start selling those liquors out of bowling pin bottles?
Yeah.
It didn't take off, did it? No. All right.
Premise was good.
The premise was fun. Here's Colton at 19. Colton is going for a count here. He's looking to get on top with that count right there. That 9.
And a big wheel. Nope. Hostess. Hostess big.
Mitchie's now had 2 spares in a row, almost a strike.
Mitchie's throwing 9s like no tomorrow down there.
And that
First
just put
ball.
Mitchie in there.
Second ball's a little quiet. Got to hit the outside. Right idea.
Trying, he just,
No, a double Deadwood cycle here.
it gave him a 0 on.
Yep. Yeah, the pin activated that.
Isn't that neat though how the red light came on and he stopped?
Yes. Yeah, the cycle indicator came on the masking unit and he bought it. A little bit of breath loss there. It happens.
And that's what happens when that happens.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. You get a little bit of a motion that you don't want. You reload and the target moves on you.
Ryan looking for a count here. No.
Oh, spread eagle.
Is this the Greek church?
Spread eagle, I think. The Greek church, the 4-6.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Dave Jones.
Right.
That's right.
Candlepin term, spread eagle, I guess. Makes sense.
either sport. Yeah.
Not good either way.
Hey, Brian.
The ball's up in the air, man.
That was something weird that went up in the air. Buckingham.
Little light.
Good.
Just can't carry
Golly,
the light
Miss
coming
Mo.
in. You either got to cross over or try.
You got to cross that head picture.
Yep. The 5-7. Brian
And Brian taking one for $8. Close game there. 4-pin game.
Over to our
4-pin game.
over to our right. Kyle Shaw on 23. Just cuts the left side for 2-8. That matches. Mitch is up. Let his hit be up.
Kyle crossover. Kyle winning the hole.
Thump. Where's your thump, Chris?
You don't want to hear the
You don't want to hear the thump.
All right, best looking to
3-pin
take the
match.
lead here.
Yeah.
Mark will put him on his way.
Another light hit. The same result. Coming in light. 5-7. Knows it. He's making his head. Andrew. Minus 3. 6 frame. 187. 119. Crosses it over. That the secret.
Takes it out. All right, Mitchie over
Mitch
there
just throws a
beginning to
strike.
have a
Go
commanding.
He goes up. 15.
So we're 95, maybe more.
A 15 and a hit pitch over Tyler. 24.
Okay, Jimmy Mulvihill and Colton having some drama over there.
Lays it in tight.
Oh,
North
Mitchie
the
almost
double.
with a double.
Oh, solid 7.
Colton? No.
Uh-oh. Well, there's our disasters to the side. See that way too many times today. It's either exempt plus 1 or the 1. Side 2 seems to be stop the clock. And Katie just did something pretty special over
That
there.
means that Katie got a mark.
Yes, she sure did. Off the side.
You know, he's done okay this weekend, getting to where he's gotten, obviously. He almost throws too much ball for his house.
Jimmy? Yeah. Yep. He's getting lucky with making some shots. Carrying his nines very well. What you have to do here, take advantage of those opportunities.
Let's see if he can carry this one.
No.
He did not.
No.
It is
Pushed it right
still
through.
going to be a tight game.
Very tight.
He needs these sticks. By the way, the women, folks, Carrie Matheson is bowling Katie Deach, and Amanda Dove is bowling Susan Phillips.
Yeah, Colton, he would be up 1 with Buckingham working on Colton on 19.
Colton with a beautiful
Yes.
pitch right there.
Nice strike.
Beautiful pitch. All right, Mulvihill up by 4, which is nothing in a game with these 2 strike bowlers.
He hasn't thrown a strike in it.
That's the funny part. And that trend continues.
It does. But he has covered his signals well. Up until the point that I just jinxed it. And Kyle, 5, 10, 23. That just about mathematically eliminates Kyle. Mitchell advancing out there.
Yeah, that'll about do it.
Yep, that's
Yeah, the math is done now.
yes it is. And
Jimmy did
again,
not quite reach out.
Chris Todd strikes again. He would have made the 8th inning.
180 to 1.
3-1 on that. Yep.
That's going to be a hard lesson to swallow there.
Oh. Andrew Armstrong.
Crosses right in the middle. Dave Jones.
Spread eagle again.
Dave effing Jones.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7,
Ryan
10.
Best. Right in the kiss. Right in the kiss.
Yep. Takes the miss single and stomps on. Earlier today, we talked about that. If the opponent makes a mistake, what do you do? You have to.
Tanner, that could be a game card. That's deciding 2 pins.
Yep.
So Colton right now, the count will
Makes these 2, goes to a 20. Colton will need a 17 tie. So it goes 19 for 6 count. And game well in hand. Spread eagle, plus a feather.
Ryan Best needs to stay in the community. There it is.
Crossover. 10 pin.
10 pin has been nobody's friend today.
No, it's not.
Oh no.
And the ball's back. The ball's back.
Ball's still playing, and that's,
I don't know if that's helping him or hurting him. No.
if he makes this, it'll be the first time in his life. Best golf the length.
It's not every day we shoot at the 1, 4, 6, 7, 8,
6 pin game.
10.
Look at that. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10.
And DRS in action. Yeah, the ball. The ball's touching.
Yeah.
What an amazing shot. The 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 conversion
Holy
with the ball for the 8 pin to make a spare in a tight game.
That's amazing.
Wow. That is incredible. We knew 19 would bring us some excitement today, and there it was.
That's why I said put the final match.
Wow.
1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10.
1, 4, 6, 7,
And the
8,
ball
10.
took out the 8.
On a roller.
And the ball took the 8 out. Oh, Nick will be watching that on repeat in bed tonight.
Now,
There's no doubt in my
back
mind.
over here, Mulvihill now 15. This leaves the 1, 3, 7 again.
Yeah, he's left this before, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
All right,
Had
well, you
been
think
straight
that
through
this is,
last time.
practice makes perfect, right?
He's going to have to be perfect now. And
That is not it.
no, he got the 3, 7. A little bit more difficult.
Get this head pin.
And he's
John's going to need a mark.
Yeah. That'll put him at 14. It'll be a 5-pin game going into the last one.
And Colton.
Oh, no.
Good God.
You get shaken up sometimes when your opponent makes a monkey like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, because you would say that's something that's not supposed to be made.
Right.
You know, they're not supposed to make that.
And then the crowd excitement funnels its way down to the bowling area, and you know what's going on. You say that's tough. but
Oh,
that's-
no, that
now
is
it gets to
detrimental.
4-load. Look at this. How the semantics of this game has
That is
changed.
detrimental. Colton's going to need to pull a 10 out of this.
Yeah, the wood's going to be crucial here.
This is very crucial.
This is an easy 5-box if you play it wrong. Oh, and a big 9.
Excellent wood.
That's a tremendous spot right there.
Jimmy Mulvihill
Has to
needs
have
a
it.
mark.
Has to have it. Didn't throw the strike all game. Does he get it in the 10? 3-pin.
Oh, he might have. If that pin wasn't in the way.
Yep.
Yeah, that might have actually happened.
Not a common game to see Jimmy not have strikes. 6-9 drops, however. First ball was working.
Colton has to mark here. Lane 19.
Of all things.
Jimmy gets a spare.
Colton, 4 horsemen, less to 4 pin. 2 and a kicker. It looks like on the left side on 19.
It would be 1, 2, 3, 6 pins. 6 pins will force Brian on the mark. Anything less, it's a wood game.
Colton
makes that
outside.
very
All
solid.
places.
All right, let's pay attention to Jimmy on 21.
And the 1 strike all game.
The 1 strike all game.
Makes it 20.
So Brian is now forced to mark
14
and have a 5 point.
14 to tie. 15 to win. The pins clear away on 19 for Colton as he's going to.
Nice rack on 21.
Nice, beautiful.
Okay, this is the ball we've all been waiting for here on 22.
Crosses over, and
there it is.
Just right.
And there it is.
Nice spot. Nice spot for that one.
Now Colton must score here.
9.
Close enough.
Loads.
So that's 45. Right now we've got 29. A 6 count is 35. So we need a 7, 8, 9 count would do it. 7, 8. Needs
Anything
7.
less than 7 is a mark. Anything less is a mark. Crossover's a key here. He comes in
And
solid.
that's it. Ooh.
Blows right in the pocket. Solid. Oh, got to hit 1. 5 is 34. Just enough.
Here all day.
I bowl well.
Looks like we have Phil, Andrew, Brian, and Mitch advancing to the.
Like you think somebody was offered $5 grand for that? That happened. That's right. You've got to be out of your mind. All right, so Brian, 135, 153.
He advances. Mitch, 148. Over Kyle Shaw, 119. Mitch will advance.
Andrew Buckingham advances.
And Phil Dixon's 139.
Phil advances.
Over Xander,
All the
120.
names in my pocket are dead.
Yes, your pocket is what, all of every Amanda in the women's pro tour has been eliminated.
They have.